Sacsayhuaman, Cusco, Peru. Now we're at the cave with those giant stones carved underneath and above.
We have someone in Zoom.
And as the technology was used to carve this mega, megalithic stones and all these structures about the Cusco area. It's called Sacsayhuaman
Dr.
Temple.
Jose, sorry to disturb. We have someone in the Zoom, it seems.
Cesar,
Okay.
he speaks Spanish too.
Okay.
Go ahead and join us. We are Sacsayhuaman and Cusco, Peru. Close your eyes, cierra tus ojos y busca tu dispositivo. Estamos en Cusco, Perú, at Sacsayhuaman Temple. En la cueva de la Madre Divina. It's a cave that was carved all the way in those mega stones, so you can travel 1 and 2. Go ahead and ask for what is you experiencing.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to remember everything I was seeing now. I saw like some mountains when we first came into Peru, and then I saw big stones and like a portal going into another reality that was connected over top of where we're at. That's kind of interfaced over top of it, and it had a lot of light in it. And then I saw some kind of pyramid thing floating in the air that it was stabilizing energy in the area to help bring in that reality. And it seems to be some kind of anchor point to, or light, like a light place to hold light energy on the planet and stuff like that. What'd you say?
Go ahead and get out and look around and see to the left all 360 degrees and tell me what you see at the present time.
Okay. For some reason I'm seeing a lot of ancient beings around me that are in I guess another dimension but they're, I guess not, in a way they're not, because they just live there. And we're like levitating off the ground, sort of, compared to the normal ground. And there's a bunch of city buildings and stuff to walk around and look at. And
any structures that's standing out, modern structures that's standing out, can you see it?
Modern structure?
Yeah, they're standing out, taller than anything else. What is it? Can you see it? In the hill.
And it's a modern structure? It's not like a old pyramid?
No. It's on top of a hill, and then you look down below the valley, that is Cusco.
I see a big, like, tall, like, obelisk-looking thing, or a big, tall tower thing. Is that what you mean?
Yes, there's the antenna towers right above on the side.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, yeah, I see that.
Now that is the present. Now that is the point. Now from there, you are in the small little valley, which is all the structures around, down below and everywhere all around. It's huge structures of this complex.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff is underground. but what's standing out is what they build above there. And cut stones, there are tons and tons of rock, and build over all the edge of this cliffs in this little valley.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking on the top is what I was looking at. Like,
Now let's go back in underground on those caverns that they build. What is the purpose and how far did they go? And ask for the spirit guidance. What is the purpose of this? And how can be utilized today, and why is that suppressed and hidden away from the public?
Okay, it's a place of refuge to connect with your higher self and peace energy, and it's like a city out of the torture and corruption of this timeline, and it's hidden so that other people that are not ready for it or have a different agenda won't know about it or be able to mess it up. Go ahead, Traveler 3. Do you have something to say?
This would have been after it was built, but before now. When we first were there, I just saw a Inca man with long black hair.
Traveler,
had some kind of.
You might have to talk louder. Traveler 3 saw an Inca man with long black hair
And
an elaborate thing over his chest,
going like this up to the sky.
and his hands were open, palm facing the sky above his head,
doing some kind of dance.
and
It was dark, isn't it?
and it was nighttime for some reason, she said.
Okay, ask him, who are you?
Ask him who he is and see. Just
I don't know if he's asked him.
Just ask him your higher self, and he'll talk back into your head. Telepathy.
He's
Device provide all that translation. Don't worry about it.
He's
Okay.
some kind of. He's part of some kind of lineage that's associated with the place through time to keep the energy coming into it, but I guess you could say, to protect it. I mean, he's part of keeping it hidden, I think.
Yeah, he's a protector and helps keep it hidden and keep the energy safe and keep it in integrity. That kind of thing is what she said.
His dance is
to keep the energy flowing
where it comes from
to the place, she said.
Do you feel any more presence of other beings around?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of beings around. There tons of them. There's a whole crowd of beings around.
Are they all humans or are they all others?
Both. Well,
Both.
actually, they're humans.
Humans and
his family that's died. Their bodies have died are still
his family
there.
That died is still there, but then there's also other versions of them, and then for some reason there's like
lots of
protection energy and animals. I don't know. I'm seeing even a Black Panther like energy coming through, and animals, spirits.
What kind of technology they did to cut those stones so fine?
The mine somehow.
Okay,
Can they show?
How they cut the stone?
Can they show us how they cut the stone energy? What kind of technology they use? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if they cut it. It's almost like they manifested
it.
it.
That's kind of like they did it in a different way than we're used to doing on this planet, where it's like energy creation, manifestation out of the work, out of something that wasn't there.
It's not like rock that was there.
Yeah, like sort of like that, where they're projecting the energy shape they want out of the rock, and then it forms out of the rock. So, sort of like that. It's hard to figure out how to explain. But they can also bring it in from where they come from, like the energy from where they are, and manifest it so the energy comes in and forms it into the shape it needs to here, sort of like that.
So are those rocks transported, or they just build them on site?
They just appear.
They just appear. Trailer 3 says they just appear. They appear to partially be transported to me there.
Okay.
But they appear.
They just show up though. They're not here.
From our, if you're just seeing it from this perspective, it seems like they just show up. But from their perspective, they're here, and they're manifesting on into this reality. Let's see.
They don't have to cut them though.
They don't really have to cut them, I guess. That's what Trailer 3 is saying. They just they did it somewhere else where they manifest it the way they want it to, and then it appears here, sort of like.
Is there any return soon
In
to that knowledge and wisdom for today's humanity?
They're saying that it already is here for us now, if we connect with it.
Can they teach us? Can they teach us how to do that?
Yes. All we have to do is connect to them, and where their reality is, and we can be a part of it if we choose to. Whoa, that's weird.
Well,
It's like I'm not sure how to explain this in words. It's like they have this, I don't know, it looked like a ball of energy around their city complex that can go into the ground and then come up at the same time. It's always there. But I don't know, maybe that's not the right way to say it. There's like space, and right now it's looking like the city's separate from the planet, and the cosmos is around it. And it's connected to the cosmos.
It's like an overlay here,
and it's like
what they have somewhere else.
Overlay here of what they have somewhere else. Traveler 3 saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have any evidence on the city where they came from?
Just the copy of it here.
Yeah.
Is that copy in Cusco or in Sacsayhuaman?
I think it's both.
Okay. Is that visible to the public?
If they have eyes to see it, they can see it. Yeah. Some people will see it and some people won't. And I guess some of the people know it's there that live in the city, and some of the people aren't aware or don't. They just don't know because I guess they're unable to connect to it. And other people.
Is there a way we can help them?
Let's see. Is there any way we can help the people that can't see it see it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and Cusco and the surrounding areas. Awaken them to a higher.
Okay.
Is it time to do so?
No, but the energy's already there for an anchor point or whatever. So, and that whether they are aware of it or not, the energy's helping them, and there's going to be some kind of event where they'll kind of go into the energy automatically.
It's not yet.
But it's not yet now. It's going to be.
It's not way
It's not
away,
a long ways away though, but it's not right now. But there'll be some kind of transcendence where they because their spirit told them to live where they live or whatever, they'll be pulled into it at the right time or something like that is what it's looking like.
Okay, let's go back into the cave. Look above the cave. What does it look like to you? The carving.
Yeah, there's hieroglyphics and stuff on the cave.
And what else are those look like to you?
For some reason, there's hieroglyphics that they're pointing. Let me see.
It's angular. It's. I don't think it's to be read by people.
Yeah, it isn't. It's some kind of symbology, and I don't know why it does this, but it opens up inside the cave into these energy circular things that look like some kind of like what's it called when people like Moses did, even though that story's not exactly accurate. pilgrimage. No, that's
But
not.
passing the waters. And
No, where people leave and go to another dimension or something. It's like a whole bunch of people or carvings. It's and then they go into something that looks like a space needle inside the cave energetically that you can't really see on the carvings, but it goes into like some kind of space needle up through singularity. At the top of the space needle, it goes into a singularity point where all of the different people in the carvings, it leads all the people through the cave. Oh, it looks like this. Whoa, this is weird. It looks like a whole bunch of people escaped into the cave at some time. This is weird. A whole bunch of people.
It's the story of what happened.
Yeah, it's a story of something that happened. Maybe that's what Kabbalah is saying. A bunch of people escaped the cave, and they went to this.
Stairs going in or going out? Is the stairs going in or going out? Those carven stairs.
Cave and then you leave the planet.
You go into the cave and then you leave the planet through the cave when you go deep into it, and it goes into some kind of energetic space needle that goes to up into a singularity point into the cosmos, and you travel out of beyond the planet into the singularity cosmos point and into a distant star in another universe or galaxy is what it looks like. And they exist, and they've already done it. I don't understand why.
When you read the writing, when you read the hieroglyphics, they glow.
Yeah, the hieroglyphics glow. They have energy. I saw that.
You're not reading them, but they're just blank rock, and then you read it, and the lines start to glow.
Yeah, if you just look at the rock carvings with like if you
pay attention to those carvings so you can record some of their readings. And also the stairs, are they backwards going out to the sky on the ceiling, and why is that they're on the ceiling, the stairs carving?
Because they escaped through the top of the cave into the space needle. And like if you took a picture of the carvings, it would just look like a picture with no life. But when you look at the carvings, they energetically become active because you're in there.
When you read the meaning,
when you become the energy of it, and then it's like a spaceport that takes you into another reality. And the reality is like an upside down vortex on the ceiling, so gravity's inverted upside down, and you're walking in another, like imagine a black hole or something upside down over top of the cave, and you're walking into the black hole upside down, and you're getting sucked into it. That's not the right way to say it, but I'm just trying to say that the best way I can. It's like a stargate that's on the ceiling, and it sucks you into it upside down on through the ceiling, so you're walking upside down because gravity's inverted, and it's a different reality. And then you go into another reality and on a distant star that's connected to this spaceport time and reality from another star system seed. Does that make sense? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what that means.
Okay, what is the ball of energy that is above that? That's what creates the stargate?
The ball. What is the ball of energy? Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's a stargate, and it pulses with round like donut shaped things, and then it imagine like a big, like imagine something that looks sort of like, this isn't exactly right, but I'm just trying to put it in words. Imagine something that looks like what's that tower in Paris called? Eiffel Tower. That's something like that, except it's really a vortex upside down, and it pulses donut energies through it, and then it goes clear up and shoots you off into space, into the other star system on another planet, so you can leave this planet and go to another reality. That's not exactly right. I'm just trying to figure out what it looks like. It kind of looks like a big space needle in the ceiling, but you also walk through it upside down with the stairs going down upside down on the ceiling. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Let him explain if they were willing to teach us, and if that's possible that we can use those. Can this be still useful, and how is that possible to activate it?
Okay.
Can we humans activate that portal?
Yeah, the story on the wall is how to activate it, and it glows when at certain alignments with the planets and stuff. It activates, and then when the people go into it, it automatically activates and takes you somewhere else. So it's based on a certain space and time event with the stars that activates it, and it's a living activation portal that activates at a certain time, and the people will be guided to go into it at the appropriate time. Something like that. What?
It's
Go
not
ahead.
a language that's here now, and that man, his lineage.
Traveler
knows how to
3.
read that.
Traveler sees it's not a language that's here now, and what?
That man, his lineage,
And-
that man that was dancing.
and that man that was
lineage knows how to read.
And that man that was dancing,
instructions.
his lineage knows how to read it, and what the instructions mean, and he's holding the energy here, and he knows what's going to happen, but we'll know at the right time. It's not stuff we need to know about now. It's nobody's supposed to know the time, so that protects it or something like that. And
is there a way that we know that they can tell us anytime soon and within our lifetime that it's possible that we can activate it?
okay, we'll just.
They're kind of saying don't worry about it. It'll work when it's supposed to work, but it's not an urgent thing. It doesn't seem.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not an urgent thing. You don't need to worry about it. You'll go. It'll work when it's supposed to, and they're talking to all of us. Let's see. Let me see. Go ahead, Traveler 3.
It's not really for everybody. It doesn't seem. It's just a specific place to go. No, it doesn't seem.
Can you hear Traveler 3?
Yes, we can hear it loud and clear.
Okay. Go ahead.
It seems like a really specific group that's supposed to do this, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like a big escape hole for the whole planet if the shit hits the fan or anything. It doesn't
it's
seem
just
like
what, but it's anybody like us. We can do it. We can join them and we can activate it and join them.
Yeah.
We can't activate it.
When it activates, we can be part of the activation. Yeah. Yep. We if we want to. Yep. That's right. Go ahead.
But I'm not sure. It might not be somewhere you want to go where it goes.
It all depends on if that's where you want to go.
Yeah.
For those who want to go to that place, they'll be ready and be able to go there. Then the people that want to, it seems like the people that are supposed to go there will do it, and the people that aren't supposed to go there won't. But for like you and lots of people that are ready and they've been waiting for something like this, it'll work for them. But a lot of the planet won't know anything about it. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Okay. It's like different groups have different reasons for being here and stuff like that. It's like that. It's like, you seem very interested in it, Jose, so you're probably part of it maybe, and you would want to do that, but maybe we wouldn't want to do that because we're kind of overlapping what we're trying to do here, but we're not on the exact same reason or same
There are forest everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They could be in your backyard.
Right.
Yeah, right. It connects through everything. And it'll be a big event. And it'll be like a whole bunch of people will disappear. And a lot of people won't know where they went.
Just like the Mayans.
Just like the Mayans disappeared. And there won't be any real record left of what happened to them. And they'll just be in a peaceful place, and other people that weren't ready or they didn't.
And it has been used, and it can be used again.
Yeah, it's been used in the past, and it'll be used again, and it is going to happen soon.
Ish.
Soonish. But they're not going to tell me the time. I don't know why.
Are there? Is the control allow that to average people to go there, and why is that they're not allowing people to do any special works on those sites?
They don't care if other people go there, and they don't mind if they feel the energy, but they have to be at the right level of understanding. I don't know. Let me figure out how to say this.
Well, not like any old joke. go hopping through the portal to another star system, because what would he do when he gets there? He'd be lost and really messed up. It's kind of like you don't want people accidentally doing it who it would just really mess them up.
It's available for people even if they don't understand it, but they need to get to the right. It looks like it'll keep on being used even after it's opened again after this next time it opens, and the people that other people can eventually go through it at another time or something. Let me see. I don't know. It's really hard to put all this in words. It's like, it's like, boy, this is hard to figure out how to put in words.
As long as this reality's here, it'll be there, but it's not like a constant use thing.
Hmm.
It's always there, though.
It's very coded into time when and cycles when it'll let stuff through.
And it looks like I'm looking at another thing that's connected to it that's kind of a different way to look at it, where there's all these different levels of people that are going through this tornado vortex, like through the bottom of the earth, and they're all at different levels of reality, and then they're showing up on the planet, and they're at different levels of experience or something, and then this other thing's more for when they've had enough of the Earth-like experiences, and they just go to a better place, higher reality, where they've learned. I don't know. I'm not sure it's the right way to say it is they've learned their experiences, but they've gone through all the cycles so many times they're just ready to leave, and other people choose not to leave is more what it is. They don't understand. Well, they're kind of trapped in a way because they don't understand, but they need to go through the cycles, the point where they don't want to be in the cycles, and realize they're not really getting anywhere, and it's time to leave. And then this thing will help them go where they need to go when they decide themselves they want to leave. But if they choose not to do it, the device can't force them to do it and make them ascend if they choose not to. Kind of like, but eventually it wants everybody has the opportunity that chooses to use it or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What else? I'm not sure. Do you have anything to say about it? Because I don't understand it completely. I just see it.
It's not going to make any sense because we are not, especially if you're not familiar, but whatever they're showing to you, that's the most important. If you can draw anything like that, because they show by pictures a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, they do.
You can't use it by accident either. If somebody who didn't know about it stumbled into that area and wandered deep into it, and even if they came and saw the writing, they wouldn't be able to activate it and accidentally travel out of here. So it kind of protects itself in that way. The writing won't come alive unless you can read the language, and that's what part of that lineage of people who guard it are here for. They retain and pass on that knowledge of the language.
Yeah, and it also, have you heard of the Tower of Babel or something like that?
Yeah.
In the Bible, I don't know what that means for sure, but it has to do with language, and this seems to be more of the pure activation language codes, the pure language that is used to talk to the stars and the cosmos, that most people, their languages have been confounded or something, and they don't know how to talk the language of light anymore, and they don't know how to connect with the language of light, and they're not ready for it, and it would mess them up if they're not ready for it in a way. But that doesn't mean it gives up on them. They just have to be at a certain level for it to work. And from their point of view, it's like everything works out in when it's ready to, and there's no reason to us worry or push it or make it happen, because it'll happen when it's supposed to happen, and everything is in balance from their point of view, how everything works in in time and space in the cosmos, something like that. And there's this big bright sun thing in the middle of the, I don't know why it's doing this. There's big bright sun thing in the middle of the activation thing right now, and it's shining a bunch of light out everywhere, like white.
Is that inside the cave or inside the complex or inside the earth in that area?
Yeah, it's inside the cave, inside
Right where you go.
Right where you go to leave the planet. For some reason, it's activating like a sun, and it's like a sun that's white instead of yellow, and it's really bright, and it's activating really bright right now.
You just walk in.
And you just walk into it, and you'll disappear.
They're just showing how it works.
They're just showing us how it works. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out why they were doing that. They're just showing us what it does when it activates and you go somewhere else. Okay, that's what. So it activates and gets really bright.
You read the writing
and you read the writing
on the side, and it glows the instructions, and then you walk forward into this huge ball of white.
Yeah, and then you walk into this huge ball of white,
and then you just go.
Yeah, and then
out.
you just go out into the cosmos, into pure light somehow. They're just showing how it works. That's what they're showing. I guess they're showing us what happens when it's activated. Is that what you said?
The writings are not visible to the naked eye.
No, they're like energetic.
Well,
there's carvings that is,
but
there's light codes that show up that are another language that you can't see.
Okay.
Unless it's energized and activated. That normal person that just took a picture of it wouldn't see the other codes that activate the light chain. It's kind of like a light chamber again.
It's just like flat rock until it glows, and then the information glows, and that's what you read, and it tells you what to do, and then you walk forward.
See, I don't know if people can see what or not. There is stuff in the walls, but maybe a normal person can't see it, but it's there. I don't know. I'm seeing it, so I can't tell. But you say you can't see it?
What?
Unless it's activated?
No, if somebody just accidentally stumbles upon this place and walks in, you'd see stuff written on the rock, but it's not going to glow.
Yeah.
If you know how to read it, when you start reading it, it all starts to glow a language that's not here, that's not on this planet or ever been spoken on this planet.
It gives the language a light that isn't available on this planet where it's activated, that takes us to the language of light universe.
Except that lineage on this planet can read it. They know it.
There's certain people that know it, but they don't talk about it and they keep it to themselves or something for some reason. They're just like, go ahead. Color 3.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to say anything.
Something like that. There's also the singularity point thing where it's a really bright, like light, and then it just gets brighter and brighter, and then as you walk into it, suddenly it just engulfs you and you're somewhere else in a bunch of pure light and the language of light around you, and everything's like living symbols, and everything around you is alive. And
that thing on that guy's chest, when he dances and he's facing up to the sky, that thing on his chest has got something to do with that language, and it's laying over his heart, and I don't know what it is, but there's something connecting that. He's pulling the energy into his chest, it seems like.
Yeah, he is. He pulls the energy into his heart, and he lights up with the codes that the shaman guy or whatever.
Is he awake? Is he awake? Is he alive?
Yeah.
It's a living lineage.
Yes.
It's an Inca family, it looks like to me, an Inca line.
Does he know?
What?
Does he know? Because a lot of them, they don't know. They just do it because they comes natural to them, but they don't know.
I think he knows that his family is guarding this place and holding the information.
And he has a lion or like a lion or I don't know, a lion or a tiger eyes. He has eyes of some kind of cat-like eyes. If you look at him right. Does that make any sense? I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the one now. I get the feeling this guy was a few generations back, or maybe many generations back.
He might be, but he's alive right now, guarding it on another timeline. Even if
okay, but not in this timeline.
Yeah, Yeah, he's on another timeline guarding it in, but no, I should say it this way. He's in the same space we're at right now, but on another reality. I mean,
Okay.
he's overlaying over top of it in another space-time. How do you say this? How do I put this in words? Does it make...
He's like the original one they put here.
Yeah,
to
he's
do
the
it.
original one, and he's
Oh,
still...
I see. He's
Go
the
ahead.
main one.
Yeah.
But there is a physical family line that is physically at that location all the time. I mean, through time.
Yeah.
God's it, but it's like he's the original one that came here, and they all come from him, but he doesn't leave.
And he's like a cat-like being, but he's human form. And they guard the timelines and the calendar, and there's like these different wheels that merge, and then they go off into different circles and turn around in a circle. And there's these light spheres in circles like hoops that go around, and they go off into different, like, I don't know how to tell this in words. It's really complicated. I got to figure out how to put it in words because I can see it, but I don't know how to say it.
It's a really big network of stuff.
It's a big network of light that controls timelines on the planet, and at certain points, and the planet's connected to a bigger grid of reality, and it's just a point in the hoop. Like imagine a bunch of huge hoops that go clear out into space and at different angles, and the Earth is just like a point that's connecting a whole bunch of those hoops together, and this shaman guy is kind of control. I don't know how to say this.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Kind of what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ask him if there's anything close to you like that.
Oh, in Idaho, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
They know.
Okay. Is there anything close to it? Yep, there is.
Yeah, there's American Indian sites that are connected to it.
Ask him is there a way that they can connect you with their source there,
Yep.
so you could practice and open and have direct contact with them, so you can see it.
Yeah, they are. In fact, they can do it. Yep, they can, and they'll do it right now.
They can put one here.
They're going to guide you through, and then you can do it in physical body and be able to communicate with them directly.
Yep. 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 They're doing it.
Are they showing you their location?
Here.
Yeah. Yeah. There's different locations, but they kind of teleported us from where we're at right now to it. It's like biolocated us to it, and we're connected to the whole system now through all these different hoops, and we're connected to that location in Peru also now through the worm loophole Stargate things or whatever they are that spin. They also spin and kind of wangle out like DNA or something. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, we're connected to it directly now.
Do you know the place that they took you to? That they took us?
Just me. Yeah, I know where they took me to. What are you saying? Say again.
Yeah. Where is the location in your area? I'm
in the
there.
middle of an Indian reservation for some reason.
Do you know the location? Ask for the specific location. You have to know because you want to go in physical body.
It's in the middle of the state.
Yeah, it's
There's several of them.
Yeah, there's more than one, but the closest one's
The closest to you is the most, so you can walk even better. Because
the closest one is in the middle of that.
It's just like mirrors. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. That's exactly what it is. It's okay. Let me find the closest one. There's one right under the house, even.
That's what I just said. They
I know.
put one here.
Well, there's one right under our house, so I guess I won't worry about it. There's one out in the reservation, but there's one right under our house now, so I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, now you can open it up or practice, and they'll guide you through how to uh, move in space and time possible in your physical body if you prepare your body, mind, spirit.
Yeah. It looks like a bunch of loops. Like one thing that it looks like is like a flowering lotus or something where a bunch of loops come out and they all meet at the center and form like a donut shaped thing. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. I don't know how to put it in words. Okay. His eyes are connected to all the timelines somehow. Is like cat eyes. It's interesting. He can see everything at once on all the different timelines where a normal human is very limited in what they can see. And he's saying it's similar. Some people experience some of this experience when they take ayahuasca or whatever that
Yep.
is.
It's almost like a vine, and throughout the world, it just embraces all those in the cosmos. Like you said, like a DNA strand that goes all around and winds everything together.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, his DNA strand. Did I already say that? That's exactly what
Yeah.
it looks like. I did? I already said that?
But it's
Yeah,
all of energy, and it's only visible through eyes closed, not with the eyes open.
yeah, that's right. And it breaks off into a bunch of different other realities and people that prepare themselves, like you said, or some people that are ready to do a shaman ayahuasca experience a lot of this reality, and it opens up their consciousness to the reality that a lot of people might go crazy because their minds can't handle it, but if they're not prepared right with the right energy and the shaman or whatever, I don't know, and then if they do it in the right way, they'll have a good experience. And if they try to force something to happen or do it with the wrong intention, they'll have a bad experience or something like that. I don't know.
Ask his name. Ask his name. What is his name?
What is your name? Something like Obajawan?
I got Cobra something.
Obajawan?
Oko. I can't get it.
Obajawan? Let me see. I'm not sure it's coming through all the way where I say it right here. Let's see.
Mhm.
Obajawan?
He's got a lot of names.
He has a lot of names for sure, yeah. He has a lot of names. People know
How
him
does,
by a lot of different names.
how does the Incas know him? By what name do they know him?
The Inca?
By what name
Yes.
do they? Starman is how you'd say it in English.
Starman?
That's
Oh.
but you can probably say it different in the Inca language. But in English, I say Starman.
Mhm.
The man from the stars.
Okay. Now, can you see anybody else?
Yeah, there's tons of people around in this. And when you
Somebody
get
familiar. Somebody familiar.
oh, well, they all feel familiar, like their family. But I don't. I can't say I recognize somebody from the Earth. Let me see.
From long ago.
From long ago, on other lifetimes, I recognize them. But uh, um,
Anybody from this group?
yeah, you are. You are.
What about your wife? Look at.
Yeah, from past timelines, I recognize her. Yeah, she looks totally different on the other timelines. She doesn't look like she does now, but she was there on another timeline and helped prepare stuff to and knew all about this kind of stuff a long time ago. Uh, so on another timeline, and she wasn't from England. She was like an
Yeah.
Incan lady then.
Ask her for her name.
What is your name? Ilani? Ilani. You heard that?
Ask your wife. She can see you can see yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
I can feel her.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, she knows.
I vaguely see, but more like no. I know it's true, kind of a feeling.
Did you hear that? She said she can see it and knows it's true.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not see so well, but feel.
She can
Her. I can
feel
the
her
presence of.
connection or the presence of her in that lifetime.
You spoke that language?
Yes. I can't. I don't. Right now, I can't. I can't. It's like I don't know. It just sounds.
Yeah, chunky and.
Yeah. It sounds. I know how to do it then, but I don't understand it now. It's like I know it really fluently, and she does. And
We know
I
that
like the
language
language way
cave.
better than English because the English language is totally corrupted compared to that language. And the English language actually traps you the way it's constructed, and it has double meaning that traps you in, and it double talks and contradicts itself. The English language does,
Well,
and
this language is based on colors. I see different colors every time. Every symbol,
yeah,
every word
yeah,
has a color, and that color has a meaning.
right, yeah. It's a colorful, living light language with the symbolic light living energy. When you talk, it makes the language of the colors activate, and it's a living light language that keeps you in integrity. And the language like English doesn't do that. It just keeps you dumb and stupid. And this language has colors and light, and it works with your real light body and a light body, and it helps you stay in integrity and connect with the living universe.
I see a lot of purple right now.
Yeah, yeah. There's lots of different living colors of purple, and they're all living colors that flow through us and give us the light and of the cosmos and universe and living universe through us, and help us activate, keep all our light codes activated and alive and able to connect with the living light universe.
Almost like coming to the clouds and was looking, almost getting a face looking on right on my third eye, but I can't identify. Is that who's who?
Yeah, there's faces in the clouds, and there's beings in the clouds that look at us that have faces. If you look at it
I'm
right,
just in the air.
and they're in the air, and they're always there, but most people can't see them, and they're living cosmos light beings that watch us, and most people don't pay attention to it and aren't aware of it, but they're there, I guess.
Is there a way we can continue with our download communication so we might remember more in the future?
Yeah, just keep on connecting to them through the devices as much as possible, and they'll keep connecting to us as we connect to them. Yes, they're always there for us, and we can connect to them whenever we want. Just keep on connecting to them, and they connect to us. And they're telling us that the cabal and the normal way they have the language confounded will try to get us too busy trying to survive and focus on just survival mode, and their language is the true living language, and the Kabbalah money system is a death language, which just leads to destruction. So you have to remember to connect to the real living language every day through the singularity point where they connect to us through the devices. And then through the devices, we can connect to their living language universe. And it's like a portal, so we can always talk to them and always know and remember our real self.
Thank you. Dominic, you got anything? An experience?
No, nothing that I can add. Nothing special that I can recognize.
Did you record it?
Yeah.
Huh? Have you recorded this one?
On, so it should be good. The recording.
I give him thank you for the wisdom and knowledge.
Okay, thank you for the wisdom and knowledge, and
Now we want to go to through their portal to their galaxy where they belong and see how they live. Device, activate and increase more. Open portal to their time and place in the galaxy where they belong, the source creator for this lineage now, and increase. Now they can show us their civilization on the timeline in the galaxy and the people, all the different races, cultures, technology. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. So they have the technology of time travel to go wherever they want, and it's a completely balanced or very balanced energy where they're at. They have tons of different civilizations and people of different races and different types of beings, and they're in harmony. And boy, it's pretty hard to put this in words what I see. So,
Do you see like a
Go ahead.
huge crowd of people? I mostly see the tops of their heads. I must be raised up in the air a bit.
Yeah,
it's a massive gathering.
Yeah, massive gathering. That's what I saw too. There's just billions of different people. They're all in one part of it. They're all in like this circle of energy and in unity. And the cities are some of the cities are in the center, and they're living light cities with light going into them, and it spreads through all the people, and there's crowds of tons of people, and they're in these living light cities, and they're full of light, and the universe is activating their light continually, and all of their language is in one language of light to communicate, and there is no discord or non-understanding, which causes wars on this planet because of limited belief systems and lack of understanding. There's harmony and balance, and they seek harmony and balance for the planet and the people on the planet to understand, so that they can know that they're part of the family of light already, and they to become aware of it consciously.
What is the color of the light? The strongest light?
What?
What is the strongest color in the light in that area?
It's everything.
Yes.
It's okay. It looks white, but if you go out, it turns into the rainbow colors, and there's like purple, orange, and red and yellow on the outside, but right at the center, it kind of combines all the rainbow colors into a really bright white light.
You can come and
in the
go,
singular, you can come and go,
other
yes.
places
Yeah.
to experience this for a while.
Yeah, and there's other places, I saw that too, but I didn't know how to say it. That's a good way to say it. You can come and go to this place from other places, like Traveler 3 said, where you can, it's kind of like free-flowing
Yeah,
energy,
very flowy.
free-flowing energy from throughout the universe, and this is where everybody meets into like a gigantic coliseum or something like. There's a big city of light in the center where everybody can be in these big, gigantic, billions of people in these big circular place with they can.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's ask for some food and water from their world. Now,
Okay.
let's give us some food and water for this crew. And give us some eternal youth healing food for the body, mind, spirit, so we can better awaken, have the strength, the courage to travel the cosmos and the universe in our higher self and body, mind, spirit. Soon. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
What did you get in?
Okay. They gave me this drink that looks like living light energy, and then when I drank it, it like activates my whole body with light. And then they gave me this light food that's like, it looks kind of white to me, and when I ate it, it activates my body with light. And go ahead, Traveler 3, what'd you get?
I didn't have a physical thing. It was just like something just passed through me, like a wisp of
Traveler 3 had the energy. They put this energy into her.
Thing.
Okay. Put this energy through her body and what did it do?
I don't know. I just felt it kind of almost go through me, not really in me, and stop. It went. I don't know.
To me, it was just like a wave or gel type, and it just kind of.
Yeah, that's what I see when she talks, is a wave or gel type thing. Yep.
What about you?
Do you have anything you want to say, or?
Oh, it was just that gel type, almost like a wave of energy, and it just smoothing, and my stomach kind of crawl. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What about you, Dominic?
Hey, Dominic, you have anything? What'd you ask for?
Just anything to put directly into my body.
Okay.
How many light years is this location from planet Earth, or how do we know its distance in this time and space?
They say
everything and nothing.
They're saying everything and nothing. Yeah, they're saying it isn't. They don't measure things in time and space and light years because everything is connected instantaneously, and space and time is an illusion because everything exists in the present moment, and there is no separation from you and everything else when you're here, and space and time don't exist.
Oh, how is that? They shows the galaxy so far away. Yeah, we're here and we're there.
Yeah, they say it's beyond our understanding because we're stuck in space and time, and we think in space and time constructs, and because our consciousness is in time and space, and our mind works in time and space. That's how our body and mind sees it, is light years away, and is the way we'd see it. But from their consciousness, that everything exists in the now, and everything is present from the past and future at the same time in the singularity, so that nothing is separated from the past or future, and everything is present now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is their physical body necessary in their?
They can take on physical bodies if they need to, and if they wherever they go, but they're more energetic looking normally. The way we think of physical isn't the way they think of physical, though, because when you're
It's like somewhere in between physical and non-physical.
Yeah.
What's physical for them? It's like you can see edges and stuff, but
they can take on form
it's not solid.
in the reality that they're into to take form in, so that they fit into the form in the reality they're in as needed wherever they're at in space and time, and they can take on any form needed as needed.
The crowd is glowing.
And the crowd is glowing, and everything is living light, and everything comes from light, including the physicality, where something can be energy or physical, and at the real level, physicality is really just light, but it becomes physical.
But they're showing how to glow. Look at that. Look at the whole crowd.
Yeah, the whole crowd's glowing because everything is really light at the light level.
Can they take a human? Can they incarnate in human form, and would they still remember?
Yeah,
would they remember what this?
Yes, that life.
It's harder for people to remember when they're in human form because it's really dense. Some of them transcend between human and their form and go back and forth so that they can stay in integrity, because if you stay in human form only without having both being able to transcend back and forth, you'll lose the knowledge and understanding.
Is there a technique or anything they can do to help us to remember?
Yeah, they said just work with the device, because the device knows how to transcend space and time.
Spend more time connected.
And
to
spend
what
more
they
time
are
connected.
And where they
and when you connect to the device, you can spend more time connected to them and what they are. And that's why the devices were given to us, is to connect to the entire universe and all of reality and be in balance with all of creation in the light universe that comes from the balance of the light and darkness imbalance that creates the black hole that creates the light. That's at a singularity and balance with itself. Okay.
Okay. Any questions, Dominic?
Not really. No.
You're the architect. You have to remember. Ask any questions about that. Scientific.
I don't have any questions right now.
How they built the locations here that connect us.
What's that?
You might tell Dominic how they built.
Dominic's had a past lifetime where he's built a lot of the stuff there. He's a builder.
Yeah, that's all I remember. Remember.
Yep.
This is pretty much conscience. They don't seem to build by heavy labor.
No.
No, but they design it in almost a drawing kind of way before they do it.
They design it like with their consciousness in light, and then materialize it into physicality as needed.
Maybe the only question I would ask is that anything that I could make or do to improve, increase the connection, create something.
Yeah, they're saying that you seem to be following your spirit and creating lots of things, and just keep doing what you're doing because you know how to do it. You already know how to do it, they said. And you're doing it, I guess. That's what they said.
You have more experience. That's basically what we all needed, because the experience is what makes us entrusted.
Yeah, they're saying if you follow your spirit, you'll just keep on creating more things because that's what you do. Just
There's
remember.
like a flowing undercurrent in Dominic
Yeah.
that he doesn't know is happening, but
Yeah.
it's still going to flow, and it doesn't matter that you can't
You don't have to be
see it
conscious of it
happening because you're still
because you.
doing the doing.
Yeah.
And that's the part that really matters.
Yeah, you constantly have the energy flowing through you to create, and you just do it, and you don't have to be able to see or be conscious of it. You'll just automatically do it because you are it.
Yeah. Should I
And
build? Go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead, please.
whether you could see it or not, you're still, the flow is still flowing, and that's the part that matters. So if you could see more, you'd still be doing the same flowing thing. So it's okay either way.
Yeah, it's
You
okay
know
either
what
way.
you know, whether
You
you
keep.
can see that you
Yeah.
know it or
You.
not.
For example, you can't see as much as you want, yet you're more dedicated than most of the people that can see. Do you keep on trying to get on the calls and do everything because the flow is within you, whether you can see or feel or hear or not? You're more dedicated because the energy is flowing through you all the time anyway, and you don't, and you have it within you all the time. I don't know how to say it, but it's something like that.
Yeah, so I should keep, I mean, as long as I like it, keep building and...
Yes. Do what makes you happy, what makes you the most alive, and it helps you feel like a creative being where you're creating things and just like you want to do. Yep. Because that's what you are. You're a builder
And a designer.
and a designer. Yep. And you're always seeking for knowledge and stuff. So anyway, okay. Anything else?
No, thanks. I think there are just always too many questions, so it's
let's
all
give him
all
thanks.
in time.
Yeah, all questions are available in the present moment, and all answers and balance exist in the present moment and singularity of all that is, they're saying.
Okay. Well, give him thank you and understanding, and let's open portal to the center of the galaxy so we can bring about changes in our present time and solar system. Device, activate and increase more. Create a super portal to center of the galaxy to bring about changes, to gather all the photonic light of pure love and compassion and abundance. Now, merge with the source creator. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your body, relax your mind. Absorb and merge with the pure light. Body, mind, spirit. Feeling your thoughts, your emotions, physical body with its infinite love and light. Thank you, Source Creator. Device, open portal back to our solar system, sun, now, and increase. Merge with the sun, inject all this photonic light of pure love and compassion, wisdom, and abundance, and expand it throughout the solar system, bringing about balance, change, and abundance throughout to all the living things. Synchronize your heart with the beating of the sun, ejecting out all this love, tonic light with compassion, understanding, wisdom, and abundance throughout the solar system. Thank you, device. Thank you, Source Creator. Thank you, Sun, for bringing about this change, the light throughout the solar system. Device, open portal back to our planet Earth and embrace it with this beautiful photonic light of love, compassion, wisdom, and abundance for all living things. So there is an abundance for everybody. Bring about changes on all the conscience of all living things, especially humanity. To be more kind, understanding, and balance with nature, with each other. Thank you, device. Thank you, Source Creator. See the abundance. Device, open portal, back to our body, mind, spirit now. Take a deep breath and stretch. And debrief. Now you can open your eyes.
Wow, that was good. Thanks, Dr. Jose. All that stuff you say when you're saying the light and stuff, I can see it all happening as you ask for light and everything to come. That's really good.
It's manifesting slowly in nature.
Yep.
We just have to keep gathering the fruits
Yep.
and sharing it.
Yep.